The video for February the 20th, 2017 is entitled "Famous Preacher Wakes Up About the Synagogue of Satan." Chuck Baldwin is a quite well-known preacher, the founder of Crossroad Baptist Church in Pensacola, and radio host at Liberty Fellowship. He writes, quote, "With all of the controversial positions I have taken over my 40 plus years in the ministry, I have never received the hate-filled opposition I am receiving right now because of my position that the modern state of Israel is not the Israel of the Bible or the Israel of God, Galatians 6:16. That position is not based on racism or prejudice or anything of the kind. It is based strictly on my study and understanding of the Holy Scriptures," end quote. He continues, quote, "The entire faith system of many professing Christians depends on their allegiance to the modern state of Israel. These Christian Zionists might recite a pledge of allegiance to the United States of America, but their true allegiance is to the state of Israel," end quote. Wow, finally. Indeed, I just finished watching the Trump speech that he delivered here in Melbourne, Florida. Of course, I did not attend that thing. I was in the process of moving, and I'm still in the process of moving. But I came across this article about Chuck Baldwin's stand on this, and I thought I have to talk about that and bring that to people's attention that may not be aware of it. I can remember a time when I used to listen to Chuck Baldwin. He's also been very active politically. He even ran for president. He was on vice president. He was recommended for cabinet positions, et cetera, like that. So he's not only been very involved in the spiritual aspect of our world, he's also been involved in the political aspect of the United States, and a Ron Paul supporter, and someone who wants to restore the United States to our foundational roots of one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We don't have justice in this country for anyone except, well, actually, we don't have injustice for anybody, because a lot of the laws, supposed laws that are being used, simply line the pockets of those that own the prison system and own the courts. And it's all about building up the false Jewish, fake Jew establishment in the United States and around the world. I wonder when Trump's going to wake up that modern Israel is not biblical Israel, and perhaps some of his own family who have married into Judaism, so to speak, have yet to wake up and realize that, as Chuck Baldwin realized, what we've been taught in our evangelical and fundamentalist churches is simply wrong. That Israel is an abomination. It's those who say they are Jews but are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan. This is something that we need to understand. But it's not even about warfare with the fake Jews. It's about establishing peace on earth. There's no reason why we have to have this constant turmoil and this constant upheavals around our world. The reason we have all the wars is because the United States was able to print money out of thin air, backed by nothing, backed by, again, the cabal, which are basically Zionists. We were able to do that, and war was realized two to 3 centuries ago, that war was the most profitable business on earth. And so stirring up conflict and fighting wars and financing both sides of wars was the way of America, the way of the City of London, the way of the Vatican. It's all about creating dissension, not peace on earth, but war on earth. And I am so glad that Chuck Baldwin came out and is finally telling the truth. He wrote, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is one of the most corrupt political leaders on the planet. He is also one of the most heavily financed political leaders on the planet. In spite of his billionaire friends and supporters, however, he is facing almost certain political destruction. His many crimes are being intensely investigated by Israeli authorities. The only reason he hasn't been removed from office already is due to the immense political and financial support he has from bankers, casino owners, land developers, etc., from other countries, especially in the United States. But it is doubtful that Bibi will be able to tread water much longer. It appears that his political demise is inevitable, and you haven't heard a word about it from the controlled mainstream media in the US, have you? Of course not. The men who own the mainstream media are among Bibi's largest contributors. Neither have you heard anything about it from the so-called conservative publications, periodicals, and websites. There is one common denominator that links the mainstream media with so-called conservative media: infatuation with the modern state of Israel. Without a doubt, Netanyahu's plummet in popularity at home is one of the reasons, maybe the major reason, why he is pressuring Donald Trump to ratchet up a war against Iran, and why he is mobilizing accelerated illegal Israeli settlements on private land owned by Palestinian people. War and military conflict has always been a favored tactic of embattled politicians to increase their popularity and deflect negativity. Neither does it hurt that Jared Kushner, Donald Trump's son-in-law and presidential advisor, is a major financial backer of the illegal settlements. I'm not going to read any more, but you get the drift. The truth is coming out, and how much longer will it be suppressed? I don't have the answer to that. But I am really appreciative of Chuck Baldwin's courageous stance to say and recognize the truth that Israel, the only true Israel, is one that is a spiritual Israel. And most Israelis, in high places especially, are not only not spiritually inclined, most of them are atheists or even satanic God haters, and trying to make Satan or Lucifer or whatever you want to call the devil, make that God. And this is part of the reason why we've had so much problems in our world, because these are the people that, again, finance it. And I read in another place about Israel. Israel, women can have abortions at any time before the birth. Anytime. Right up until the day before they're due, or supposedly going to be born. In other words, that's infanticide, folks. They kill innocent children. Babies can be born in the 7th month of pregnancy. Babies can be born and live. Okay, and they can allow even 3rd trimester abortions. I wouldn't allow 2nd trimester or 3rd trimester abortions. I do believe that a woman has to make up her mind when she realizes she's pregnant to abort the pregnancy immediately, within the 1st trimester. And I would like to not have that, but that's grace, to give you a cushion against rape and against mistakes that are made when you realize that it's a mistake. Anyway, folks, I have another busy day ahead of me, and I wanted to get this video recorded before I go off to church and start my day. And I thank you once again for listening, and I wish you all well. And may we truly be moving toward peace on earth and goodwill toward men and women everywhere on the planet. And thank you, Chuck Baldwin, for your courageous declarations. Namaste.